Welcome back to Hack My Day. This is Mary. Today Jacy is going to show you how to repair and replace electrical outlets in your home. They can be very dangerous when they have loose connections because they can cause sparks and even fires. Anyone with a few little tools can do this, so let's show you how.
Hi, this is Jacy here. Today I'm going to show you the dangers of an outlet with loose connections. This is the outlet right here that Mary used to cook the nachos with her fryer recently, but it's developed a loose connection in the top outlet. And I've got a spotlight here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I plug it in, nothing happens until I move it over to the side. See? Anyway, when you have loose connections like this, they have resistance. When you have resistance, you have heat because power is generated at the joint. This is dangerous. This also creates a carbon layer in the contacts. And given over time, enough carbon could build up in there to start a fire. Then you're in trouble. And plus, it's really annoying when you don't have reliable power. So, here's what you're going to need today to change that outlet yourself. Of course, a new outlet. These cost about 60 cents, but you can pay on up to about $20 for them depending on what you want them to do. I've just got a little basic 50-60 cent model right here. I just got a basic pair of needle nose pliers, and a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. I don't know that I'm going to need both of these, but you never know what kind of screw you're going to run into when you go in. You may not need this, but these are some good little wire clippers and strippers. I've been using these for probably a decade. Alright, another thing that is nice to have, but not totally necessary, is an actual multimeter. And if you don't know how to use one of these, I will be making a tutorial in the future on how to operate this thing. Alright. Alright, the first thing you want to do before you do anything else is you got to make sure the breaker panel is turned off. The particular breaker for the outlet you're working on, more specifically. Now, the easy way to do this without a meter is go to your box like I am right now, and mine is labeled pretty well actually, and not everybody's is, unfortunately. You may not even have any labels in your breaker. Alright, but let me give you a few tips about that. As you see, there's different size breakers right here. We have some that say 20, some that say 30, 40. Some of them are even dual breakers. The one that you're probably going to deal with is a 20, unless you have some really messed up wiring in your house. You should have a 20 amp breaker. So don't mess with the 40s or the 30s or the ganged ones, because they're supposed to be hooked up to large things like the dryer, air conditioners, your furnace, dishwasher, stove, all that kind of things. So what you want to do is you deal with the 15s and 20s. You also see some 15s. Alright, so what I suggest doing is plugging a lamp into the outlet that you're wanting to turn off. Have the light on. Then start systematically flipping the breakers until someone tells you it went off. Then you know you found the breaker. Just like this. Is it on?
Still on.
Then you switch it back on. Go down one.
It's off.
Oh, it's off. Okay, so now we know that there's no voltage at the outlet and it should be safe to work on. Okay, since we do have a meter in this case, the first thing we want to do is check the outlet, make sure there's no voltage. Alright, generally it does not matter in AC current which one goes in which, but if you must, the smaller side of the receptacle is the hot one. The larger one is the ground, or the neutral. Alright, and you see right there, 0 voltage on the AC scale. Good snug connection there. Alright, the other thing this meter is capable of is doing a non-contact voltage detection. So, press this button down, and when it gets near something with voltage, while you're holding it down, it'll make a noise. Like my spotlight over there, just made a noise. Alright, now put it up against the outlet. Doesn't detect anything. So we got double sure now that the outlet is safe. Okay, first thing we do, got to remove the cover. So you get a flat head here. And just rotate counterclockwise. Remember, lefty loosey,
Righty tight.
there you go. Alright, since this is in the kitchen, it's probably a little sticky. There we go. And what this is here is just grease buildup over the years. This outlet is very old, so yeah. And this is not normal right here. There should be a screw on the bottom and the top. Now I haven't took this apart, so I don't know what's in here, but I'm still going to be able to fix it. Alright, since this is a flat head, unscrew this. See, there used to be a different piece of paneling up here. They put this up here, it looks like in the 70s. So the 1950s and 60s stuff is showing behind it. So. Pry it a little bit. And every house, every outlet is going to be a different situation. So, alright, here's what we got. Remember I said hot was on the smaller one right there? Hot is black, black is hot, white is not hot, white is neutral. So, on a modern outlet like this one, you can see here the gold, and then on the other side it's silver. Alright, the hot goes on the silver, the gold, excuse me, the hot goes on the gold, neutral goes on the silver. Now, since this is a very old house, they don't have a ground wire, which is not cool really, but that's the green wire, or sometimes it's a bare copper wire that goes to this screw right here, which is green. So, and this being an older outlet, it has a flat head, as you can see here. This was actually just pushed in. That's the other way these can connect. You can just push the wire into these holes and they'll catch. So that's the way this one was installed. So you actually got to press down on the little switch, this piece right here, to release the wires. So here we go. Yeah. See how this one has to be released. So we're going to have to poke. Yep, that's not going to fit.
So we're going to need, this one works by having to press this in and then the wire will release. So I need to pause this and get a smaller flathead. Okay, now I found the perfect little pair of needle nose pliers. You don't have to use needle nose pliers, but they just happen to be the perfect little size to fit in the hole. So what you got to do is put this in here, shove it down in there into the hole right below the wire you're wanting to remove. Shove it down in there. Now, then grab your other needle nose, grab the wire, pull it out. Pretty cool. Now, let's do this on the other side. Okay. Got the black wires out. And it's the same process for the white. Poke that down in there. Sometimes you don't even have to do that. You can just pull them out. Because it doesn't really matter if we tear this up or not. Because we're throwing it away. Okay. Now, on the back here, you see that there's 4 holes as well. This is for the same purpose. Now, this is made for 14 gauge wire. And I'll be surprised if these are 14 gauge. I think they're 12. Household wiring uses 12 and 14. So if it doesn't fit in there, we'll have to use the screws on the side. And I prefer that anyway, because you do get a tighter, nicer connection. So we'll see if they fit, and if they don't, we'll use the screws. So black is hot. Not. So, we gotta get the white wires poked in here. What you may have to do is get your pliers and just straighten them. That's it. They're nice and straight. That helps improve your chances of them fitting. But unfortunately, these must be 12 gauge wire. Alright, well that's fine. We can handle that. Because they're not going to fit in the holes. So, let me get this and pull that over here. Kind of get them together here like that. Since we got to get this screw here, it tightens like this to the right. So we want to make a little loop in this wire like that, and you want to turn the loop the way you want it to turn. If you don't do that, when you tighten it down, it will just push it out. See? Now I've wrapped it around the side. You might need to get it and press it down a little bit here. Kind of like this. Make it where it fits good on there. That's the way it should look, right there. Since these are Phillips head, I'm just going to go switch to my Phillips head screwdriver. Right, and I'm going to tighten it down. Tighten it down, and if you notice so far, we're just reconnecting it the way it was already connected. We don't have to know anything about electricity or current, Ohm's law, or any of that fun stuff. We're just putting the wires back the way they were. Alright, now the top one here will also need a little crook, or a hook. So, see how I formed the hook? Alright, now these wires are very rigid and tough. You will have to manhandle them. You can't be gentle or it won't work. And get them as snug as you can stand it. Good tight connection. Alright. I'm not going to bore you with the details on the white, so we're going to stop it right here. Alright, now as you can see, we went ahead and connected the white wires to the silver screws, just like on the other side with the black. Now that that's finished, we can focus on placing it back into the outlet of the wall. Okay, so I've already started trying to put this back into the socket here. Alright, as you can see right here, this top screw hole right there has a problem. Either this is a very old outlet and they used to use different thread sizes, or it comes from another country, or my redneck neighbor who wired this didn't get the right type of outlet. But I'm sure that all of you watching live in nice houses where things are properly done, unlike me. My house is 100 years old. So, we're going to have to do the best we can. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to push upward motion. We'll slip this between the two panelings. Just like that. Now, we're going to get the bottom screw. It will thread, by the way. Alright, now we just tighten it down. You don't want to over tighten, you just want to cinch it. Alright, outlet's installed as best as I am able to do it. This is what I have. Now, we're going to replace the cover. Now, I would suggest using a new cover. I don't happen to have one right now, but we're going to place the cover back over it. Insert little screw. And you don't want to tighten this down too much or it will crack. And get it all lined up a little bit there. Now, you're free to turn on the breaker again. Okay, the breaker did not flip immediately when I turned it on. It happened that the refrigerator was in the same circuit, so it came back on. It appears to be working. Let's test it. Okay, now I've got the outlet installed. About to plug in this lamp right here. Let's see how it works. Well, it's working. No loose connection, no sparking or flickering. Check the top. No loose connection, no sparking or flickering. That is how you install an outlet, and you can do it even in a 100-year-old house. Alright, I hope you liked that video.
We do have that outlet up and working now. So what I want you to learn from this is, first of all, things are not always as easy as they make it look on TV. Like on those home improvement shows, you know, like the before and afters. It is not magic, people. Okay, they run into all types of problems, and these things take a lot of time. But it's something you're able to do. And all you got to do is remember a couple little facts. Gold is black. Silver is white. Hook the outlet or switch or anything up the way the previous one was hooked up. One thing that'll help you is taking a picture of it before you unhook it so you can refer back to it. So in the future, I'm going to be showing you some more videos on how to repair things in your house. And Mary's going to have a new video up soon showing you some more girly life hacks. So please like and subscribe for more Hack My Day.